Hi, it's Den from Den's Coins, back with another little mystery hunt video. This will be round 3 of the Westminster Collection mystery box, sort of £20 mystery box, 50p bundles. So after the somewhat success of the first two, I've used those profits to buy 3 this time. So instead of doing the 2 that they had in the first ones, so that's rubbishes. Nope. I bought 3 sets. So the first time, both sets were the same, and then this time we'll have a look. Well, no, sorry. The first time both sets were the same. The second time we had a mix. So actually, this is looking quite promising. So what we got was we got Gruffalo, Star Wars, the Red Arrows. The Gruffalo, I'm not sure if I have. Woolly Mammoth and RLNI, got those for sure. And what have we got here? We've got a Stegosaurus, C3PO, and D-Day. Got all of those. And then that's one of the standard kind of commemorative coins that they've got is Brilliant Uncirculated, and that's the Paralympic coin, which we did in one of the other hunts. We did that one as well in the mystery. But the rest... Oh, and the Red Arrows. And then this one looks like it's the same as this one. Yeah, so we got 2... Oh, no. So we've got a couple of overlaps, but the vast majority of these coins are actually different, so that's fantastic. So they work out, I mean, so it's £20 a pack, £2.99 postage across the 3. So I mean, quick math, it'll be like £4.20 or something each. So yeah, I'll do the same again. So first time I just listed them kind of at £4.20, so it was the price I bought them for. And a couple of the coins only sold for £4.20, so I took a slight loss on those with all the eBay fees and stuff, like 15p or whatever. So the second time I listed them at £6.20, they all still sold pretty quick. And I mean, the £6.20, I basically just cover costs. A couple of them sold for more than that. But I mean, like, these Star Wars ones, pretty nice designs. They're still very new coins. I mean, it's the Gruffalo, slightly newer, slightly older. Wherever that went. Lost it now. I'm trying to think if any of the couple of the dinosaur ones are a little bit older. They're not most sought after for whatever reason. The dinosaur ones, they always seem to struggle to sell a little bit. So, oh no, 2024. That's the Gruffalo just gone again. And 2024. Okay, there's a couple of Gruffalo designs. I can never remember which one's which. All right. Well, anyway, so I will list these all on eBay and then let you know how the results go. Before we dive into how this box performed, I want to quickly cover 2 things. First, I double-checked my master album, and I already have the Gruffalo's Child, so that's a coin I'll be listing in this video. And second, if you watched my last video, you'll remember a couple of the Pleistocores coins didn't sell right away. Well, I'm happy to report that they both sold for £8.50. So that brings the total profit from that mystery pack to £17.35, which works out to be a 40% profit. Not bad at all, especially considering they were all listed basically at cost price. Okay, now let's jump into the coins from this box. First to sell was the Star Wars Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia coin. It only went for the starting price of £6.20, and after some pretty hefty fees, which you can see a breakdown of here, I only made a small profit of 58p. Next, the Red Arrows coin flew out the door at £7.52. That gave me a much healthier profit of £1.21 after fees. The D-Day Landings coin didn't attract as much attention from buyers, but it did from eBay. It sold for the starting price of £6.20, but incurred a much higher fee, so it barely broke even at 16p. Rubbish. Okay, the 2024 Gruffalo's Child was a really strong performer, and the first coin today to break £10, giving me the best profit of the day of £3.07p. We went prehistoric next with another 2024 coin, the Stegosaurus, but it didn't fare as well as the Gruffalo. It seems to be a theme this week, as it just sold for the listing price, giving me another measly profit of 58p. Maybe it was just a slow week on eBay, because the next two coins, the RNLI, Lifeboat, and the Paralympic coins, likewise went for £6.20 and a 58p profit. So, at this point, I was going to need a miracle to beat last week's sales, and luckily, I still had one more big hitter left, the second Gruffalo's Child. This one sold as part of a joint purchase alongside the Mammoth. Unfortunately, it wasn't the hero coin I was hoping for, going for almost £3 less than the other one just now. Between the two, they only got a combined profit of £2.2p. What a rip-off. After the rush of that big sale, I was back onto a couple more £6.20 sales, which is pretty lame. They were the second Stegosaurus and the Luke and Leia Star Wars coins. The Stegosaurus scraped a profit of 16p, but the Star Wars coin was our first loss of the week, and minus 18p. Not really sure what went wrong there. Maybe I had it at a high promotion percentage by accident. Anyway, the last to sell was the second Red Arrows coin at £7.50, bringing in a profit of £1.19p. Just like last week, there were a couple of non-sellers. There's another Mammoth, the Brexit, and the C3PO Star Wars coins. I'll be sure to update you when those do sell, although I do wonder if the Brexit coin, being a super common commemorative, is going to be a pretty hard one to shift. Anyway, so after 12 of the 15 coins having sold, I've made a profit of £9.95 from this box, starting off costing at £62 give or take. That's a fair bit worse than the previous two videos, especially considering that this one had 5 more coins, but I'm hopeful it will finish closer to the £15 once those last sales have come in. Like last time, I've thought, do you know what, I'll throw a couple of other coins I've sold since my last video. First up, I sold a Benjamin Bunny coin for £2.28. To be honest, it's beyond me why anyone would want to buy one of those. I also sold Jeremy Fisher for £2.99, another of the 2017 Beatrice Potters. And then finally, not a coin, but a collectible nonetheless, Ceruledge Pokemon card for £14. Now, I'm not super knowledgeable about modern Pokemon, which might show my age a bit, but I do break open the odd pack from time to time, so more of these might pop up here. Okay, so that's it for my mystery box and eBay rundown this week. I'll be working on another 50p coin hunt for you next time, so be sure to subscribe to see that. I hope you've enjoyed another installment of me expanding my eBay store a little further. I've been Den from Den's Coins. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.